future consequences for lifetimes. That takes responsibility.
I hear you, Alethea. You may think I'm crazy, but at least I'm accountable.
Access granted. Initiating Forge Protocol. Select preferred weapon configuration. Customization complete. 100 components added.
Justice, welcome back. I'm glad you could be here to witness this momentous occasion.
Why are the Archons in chains?
I invited my dear siblings here for one final lesson in leadership.
It looks like an execution to me.
Every experience in life should be a lesson, including death. You've been to the underworld, so I know you understand what these fools do not.
You asked me to help the Archons. I did. Their problems are solved.
Their problems only existed because they couldn't perform the duties their roles demanded.
You're going to murder your brothers? For what?
For order, for peace, for Atlantis.
For Atlas, you mean?
I am the rightful heir to Atlantis. I should be the Dicastis. I cannot defy Poseidon's will, but these fools don't deserve their power. I'll be a better Archon in their stead.
Killing your brothers is a waste. Teach them to learn from their mistakes, and they'll do whatever you say. They can't do that if they're dead.
I watched you help my brothers. You always found solutions that tried to preserve life. Some of my kind view humans as a resource to be sacrificed. If we want them to progress, we must be an example.
We all look up to someone. I think they look up to you.
Wise, Dicastis. I respect your decision. For the moment.
So what now?
If you're going to one day rule the city, Cassandra, you're going to have to learn a very important lesson.
That's what I get for helping you? A lecture?
Just some words of advice. Nothing in Atlantis is what it seems at face value. This city is old, and those that call it home are even older. You have helped me, Dicastis, and for that, you have my thanks.
This isn't over, Atlas.
On the contrary, I'm done here.
These devices are incredible. I almost feel like I can hear them speaking to me. Yeah.
You will die!
Now that I have the Isu device forged, we need to move quickly. You distract Atlas while I sneak into his private chambers.
More sneaking.
After Poseidon outlawed human experiments, Atlas confiscated a device and kept it. That device theoretically could add a third helix to my DNA.
I've seen what these Isu devices can do. It's not pretty.
The science is sound. And I've even found evidence of tests being done on humans that looked promising. In previous cycles, of course, before Poseidon outlawed experimentation.
Just tell Atlas the truth. You have good intentions.
If he's afraid of his enemies hurting me now, what will he think of me undergoing this?
I'm not sure a good Vicastis goes behind the back of Alkon.
I've been preparing for this my entire life. Don't worry. Just keep Atlas talking while I'm in his chambers.
I don't think we have anything in common. What are we supposed to talk about? The weather?
Atlas is a jealous lover, and he's already threatened by your role as the Castis. Why not play to that advantage? Whatever you do, don't mention my plans.
Great. This will do wonders for our relationship.
Everyone knows it's lonely at the top, the Castis. Let's go. I've studied this science extensively. Once I impart Isu DNA into my body, I should be able to use the device without side effects.
It's the should that worries me.
Remember, whatever you do, don't reveal my political plans to Atlas.
I could trick Atlas into thinking you and I are closer than we are.
Are we not close? What's there to trick?
You know what I mean.
Yes. Making Atlas envious would certainly be a good distraction.
Elpis, what are you doing here? With her, no less.
The Castis and I were just taking a stroll, and I remembered I left a book on Atlantean cyclical history here. She'd like to borrow it. Do you mind if I fetch it?
No. Do you need me to help you look for it?
No. You two stay here. I'm sure you have much to discuss.
What game are you playing, Dicastis?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure by now Elpis has told you about the nature of our relationship. She's hardly as discreet as I'd like her to be. What business do you have with her?
What? Is Elpis not allowed to have friends?
Of course she can have friends. But I suspect there's more going on here.
You have nothing to worry about, Atlas. I have no schemes against you.
Maybe you don't play games, but Elpis lives for them. I can tell when she's up to something.
Don't talk about Elpis that way. She's not manipulative. She's passionate.
So you do care for her then?
You don't talk about Elpis like you love her.
And you're not speaking of her as if you're merely her casual acquaintance.
The truth is, Elpis and I are in love.
What? What? What have you done?
I'm not weak anymore, Atlas. I can rule Atlantis at your side.
This is your doing. You're trying to revolt against the issue with hybrids.
No!
What did you do?
I didn't mean to. He was going to kill you.
It seems my brother finally got his due. Is this your judgment, Dicastis?
I killed Atlas. It wasn't my intention.
You hope to rule by his side to ease the conflict between humans and Isu.
He wasn't as supportive of my dreams as I would have hoped.
I support you. You can assume his role as you see fit. I will handle Poseidon and my brothers.
Thank you, Azais.
You can't be more corrupt than Atlas. And Atlantis can't fear progress if it hopes to pass this cycle.
Atlantean politics are even more dramatic than in the Greek world. What will you do now?
I'm not the first Atlantean ruler to take power by force. If the Isu can do it, why not me? Still, I didn't want to start my reign this way.
You started your reign by saving my life. Normally, I do the saving.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, Dikastis.
Ruler than Atlas. She certainly can't do any worse. Looks so peaceful from up here. It always does, but it never is. I know, Icarus. I'm tired too. I've met so many people. Archons, kings, and now Isu. They're all the same. Go do this. Bring me that. Go kill him. I don't know if I can do this anymore. If I were ruler, things would be much, much different. What's that, Icarus? A speech from your new ruler? You! Bring me the biggest bed in Atlantis! You! All the pillows you can find! Tonight, we sleep. For we are very, very tired. We're almost done, Cassandra.
I'm too small to carry a bed, but if I brought you a pillow, could you help me?
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the Justice's speech.
It was more of a fantasy, really. Call me Cassandra.
I thought it was wonderful, Dikastis Cassandra.
Just Cassandra is fine. And what's your name?
Alkon, you're even more special than all the bedtime stories my parents used to tell me.
What's wrong?
My parents are missing. They left for their assignments, but they never came home. The Isu won't help me. But then I remembered the story of you helping a lost girl in the underworld, who found her parents in Elysium. So I came to you.
A child without his parents? Not on my watch. As the Castis of Atlantis, I declare this unacceptable.
Oh, thank you, Dikastis Cassandra.
Well, signed, and what their names are, It would be very
Mata's
helpful.
name is Rene. She's assigned to the harbor. Pater is called Damadis, and he's assigned to the adamant quarry.
You're very brave. Now, go home where it's safe. I'll go talk to the harbor master and whoever is in charge of the quarry. I'll come find you once I have some answers.
The Castis. Have you come to analyze the recently discovered coral permutations fastened to the hulls of our vessels?
No. I'm looking for a woman named Rini.
Yes, well, that is a subject I have absolutely zero authority in, I'm afraid. I cannot help you.
Her son is very worried.
Please, do not asphyxiate me!
What are you doing?
I like humans, and I liked Rini. Poor Alkon. But if they hear me talking to you, they'll kill me.
Tell me where she is, or I'll cut you!
I told you I don't know anything! You'll find my contact not far from here, but be careful. A trap has been set for you.
You have made the Castis very angry! Thank you.
Please don't tell Poseidon! You have compassion, Castis. You may be the only one who can calm the brewing storm between humans and Isu.
The harbor master was right. They're waiting for me. Well,
I'd hate to disappoint them.
There's no escaping me!
A note. So this Zarius abducted Rini. I'm going to find him.
It's right there!
They'll keep a sharp watch here. There's a lot of guards for a quarry. I wonder why.
We're going down! Well, isn't this an honor? How'd you get past my guards?
I'm looking for the Madis.
And why would the great Vikastis be looking for missing humans?
I never said he was missing.
Very clever. Hybrid. When my humans transport adamant to the experimentation chamber, they don't always return. Occasionally they fall through the cracks, like rats.
A little boy is worried about his father. Just tell me where this experimentation chamber is.
Your compassion for humans is unproductive.
Your hatred for humans is self-destructive.
Fine. It's in the garden of Kimopolia. But you're wasting your time. The doors are locked.
And I'll just have to find the key.
You can try, hybrid.
You know, treating humans like vermin will get you killed one day. Consider yourself lucky I'm not making that day today.